This is the Photo Booth Owners Netcast, Session 2. I'm Mike Bender, and in this session, I'm joined by Darren Wright, owner of Buzz KC Photo, located in Missouri, and servicing the greater metropolitan area of Kansas City. In this session, I speak with Darren about the photo booth industry as a whole and what brought him to it. We had a little bit of latency issues in this particular episode, so hopefully the audio quality isn't too bad. If it is, I apologize for that, and in the next episode, I promise I will have that resolved. So, without further ado, here's the interview with Darren.
There we go. So it is Buzz KC Photo, and you're servicing the Kansas City area. Is that right?
Most of the we kind of live on the south side of Kansas City, so we will do about a 50-mile radius before we put a travel charge onto the fees. So it's a pretty widespread area that way. It's not. We've worked as far as St. Joe, which is probably about 80 miles or so up north. So.
Okay. Yeah, we do a similar. We're about 50-mile radius ourselves. So. I live right in between the two of the big three C's in Ohio, between Cleveland and Columbus. So I understand servicing a larger area.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised you don't have more competition than you do in your area.
Yeah, the actual area I'm in is really small. It's really rural where we're at. Columbus has got a lot of competition. There's about 30 photo booths down there now. So, and Cleveland's got about 15 or so. So there's some good competition in them areas. But where we're at, we're kind of in a little niche.
That's nice. That's nice.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any down south here by us, but Kansas City alone has probably 50 booths around from what I've seen.
Yeah.
So.
There's more popping up every day. It's amazing how the whole industry is just taken off, especially with like the downturn. I think there's a lot of people out of jobs, just trying to make ends meet.
Yeah.
So how long have you had your photo booth company?
I built it early this year, right? We started on January 1st as a business, and we really didn't do our first paid event until February. And then business just started slowly picking up, and we probably do 2 or 3 events a month at this point. It's not our main business, so we just kind of do a side thing. And then one of the reasons we started the business was help our daughter out and give her some extra money on the side and stuff. So it's done that.
That's good. Hopefully, you got a little money in your pocket too.
Yeah, a little bit, but it was good for a while, and we've gotten to the point. My wife actually took a full-time job, so we're kind of just doing it on the weekends now, and not taking everything that comes our way. So kind of have to make the decision of where income to come from, but I think for the most part, most events are going to be during the week anyway. So for us,
We've done a few corporate events through the week, but otherwise we've pretty much been Saturday, Sunday, and some Friday evening type of weddings. Yeah. Finding that the off days are good for the receptions. They get discounts from the reception halls around here. And fuller spaces on Fridays and Sundays.
Yeah.
So, what kind of booth do you have then? I know you said we were talking earlier, but we'll just kind of rehash it here. So you got 2 booths now. One's a webcam powered one, and then one's got the DSLR in it.
Yeah, and both will be the canopy type. We've got the pop-up canopy and with curtains and so on, but both of them use kind of an open booth concept. With I've got everything built where it fits down into the lower cabinet. We can roll that out. It's probably about 40 inches tall when all the equipment's packed away. So kind of closes down. The idea is get a cargo trailer and actually just pack it away in the cargo trailer.
Yeah.
And put it in the garage and not worry about it for a long time.
Yeah, mine's sitting the side of my garage too, all broken down. Fortunately, I haven't been using them as much here this year. I've really backed down the number of rentals myself.
Yeah. Got to do that with the little ones coming along. So.
Yes. Yeah. The new edition is definitely he takes priority. So.
Yeah.
So you said you started this year. Roughly, have you guys done 20, 30 events already? It sounds like you've been pretty busy.
We've probably done about 15 events at this point.
15? Okay. Yeah, that's a good solid start. I think our first year we did about 12, so doing good.
Yeah,
Let's see here. So, what's one of the most memorable things that's ever happened to you when running one of your photo booths?
Well, outside of the drunks knocking it over, that's probably the most exciting. But I mean, we just doing the kids events and stuff. We like doing those, and we've done a few fundraisers at schools and the school carnivals and so on. It's always fun to see the kids light up when they go in there. So you never know what go in there with the straightest face, but when the pictures come out, you never know what to expect. So.
Yes, that's very true. Do you guys do any proms?
We did one this year.
Okay.
But, and we'll probably be on the list for a couple next year. We did a few of the high schools project grad events, and they were looking at keeping us on their list for that as well. So.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, we do a mailer usually about December each year, and we send it out to all of the schools that are in our area for prom, and addressed to the prom committee. Worked really well for us. The first year we did it, we had 13 proms respond, which was out of 16 in our area. So it's worked really well for us. I don't know, you might give that a thought come at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things I'm learning is timing of when you be doing your mailings and advertising and so on. Changing the keywords on AdWords if you're using it, and just learning the ins and outs of it still. So.
Yeah, small business ownership definitely a learning project. Well, unless I know for me this is the second time I've actually done a small business. I did, but all my other stuff was freelance type stuff. So I've never actually done something of this. It's probably one of the larger ones I've done. So it's been a learning experience for me for sure. So.
Yeah, my last entrepreneurial endeavor was doing stained glass, and I used to manufacture landscaping lights, and just going through the entire process, how you build them, working out all the inefficiencies in it, and trying to get things where you actually make money. This is kind of in the same boat, almost, trying to figure out where you're going to end up with your bottom line. So I think that's one of your questions is one of the things you've learned, I think, on the most, and one is keeping track of that bottom line. So
it's definitely very important to keep your books up to date. Keep your eye on where you're at. But the same sense, it's another thing that I've noticed a lot of people kind of are a little leery of spending a little bit of extra money just to find something that's going to help them be that much more efficient. So, like for me, if I can find a $100 program that is going to save me 2 hours a week, I tend to buy it type thing, where I've noticed a lot of people, still, I think it's maybe because it's such a new industry and a lot of first-time business owners in it.
Yeah.
That I don't think they're quite grasping the reality or the benefits of good software for yourself.
Yeah.
Do you do you have an accountant, or do you use like QuickBooks or anything like that? Excel spreadsheet?
Well, my mother-in-law is a CPA, but we also use QuickBooks as well. So just put it all in there and give her the files at the end of the year, and things work.
That's how we deal. It's the exact same thing I do with my accountant, but fortunately they're not in the family, so they like to hit the bank account a little bit. Let's see here. Those are some of the main things I just kind of wanted to touch on with the initial one. This is the first interview, so.
I think your next question was, what brought us into the photo booth industry.
Yeah, yes.
We actually had Halloween party every year for the last 5 years.
Okay.
And about 5 years ago, I set up our first photo booth software on a laptop underneath our stairway, and we draped up black drapes all around it. People would go in there, close the door, and take their pictures, and that's kind of where it started. We've done one every year, and this year we just kind of come across thinking, well, this would make a really good business. We should look into it. So
Yeah.
that's how we came about. So.
Awesome. Yeah. We did kind of a we have an annual Halloween party too, and
Yeah.
after we started the business, yeah, we set one up every year too now, which is very cool. Is there any bits of advice you'd have for any of the new people who's entered our industry?
Well, I guess I would say, besides the bookkeeping and looking at what you need to make to cover your costs and still be profitable, I would be looking at just learning from every event, because I think every event we learn something new. I don't care how many we've done, there's always something a little bit different, or you notice of, people who are just commenting on the same things all the time, like pictures are coming too fast or anything like that. And little adjustments of a second or two make a huge difference in the quality in the end. So it gives them a little bit of time to get prepared and maybe build your relationships with all your other vendors and get to know everybody you can. You never know where that next gig is going to come from. So.
Oh yes, definitely. I guess I do have one other question for you. Do you do any marketing emails? Do you do drop like the bridal show mail lists or anything like that?
No, we haven't tried that yet. I mean, we really didn't market real hard this year. A lot of it was just learning experience, getting in and trying out the booth to see how it was going to function and so on. So I think at this point we did try to sign up for a couple of bridal shows and so on. Just got in too late for them. Probably on the list for next year and try some of those out, because that seems to be where we got a lot of business from for the weddings. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we do. First year that we were in business, we did every bridal show we could do in our area. And quickly learned that some work, some don't. So we identified one in the area that is in January. It seems to be the go-to one for everybody, and now that's the only one we do. And we average about 12 bookings each time we go, so it's a pretty good show. I'm not sure what the costs are for you there. They're not terribly priced here, usually in the $500 range, but that's paid for after a good solid 4-hour rental. So we usually make out pretty well with the photo booth rentals, or with the bridal shows. But yeah, definitely when you do that, you might ask around like any of the DJs or photographers you know in your area, and just see which ones they recommend you go to. Maybe start there, save yourself a little bit of marketing budget there.
Might have
I hear you say you do AdSense?
On the side. So.
Oh, sorry, broke up a little bit there. What was that?
Sorry, I said I might have to check into ones that have photo booths on the side before I go talk to them.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So as far as the photo booth owners website, what do you think?
It's been a good site. There was another one out there that I got onto after I joined yours, and it doesn't seem to be as friendly. Seems to be a little more competitive on that. So.
Yeah.
I think we've got a good site as far as information and helping other people get started. So.
No, with members like you, we definitely hope that we can grow this big. Definitely, the open community is what I'm after. At the same sense, we got some things going on where we're talking about maybe some registration first type things for the community part. But we want to keep it. I want to keep it open. I know when I came in to the business, there just was nowhere to find information. It seemed like. So that's trying to get the word out there for people to be able to see. Obviously, we don't want to drive ourselves out of business, but
yeah, that's true.
But I know I refer quite a few rentals to the other groups in areas around me. If it's just something that I can't cover, I'd rather that they go have somebody there and somebody that I would recommend versus just anybody who says they've got a photo booth. There's
we got a short list with some that we prefer to hand them off to before we do. So
yes, definitely. So I guess we can wrap it up here. Just one last thing I'd like to ask you is, it's like a little bit of promotion time for you. So where can we find you online? What are your
www.buskcphoto.com.
Alrighty. And I know personally, but others don't know. You're also on Twitter, Facebook, correct?
Yep. We're on those, Pinterest, LinkedIn, all the. Just have to search for the name. It's not too common, I guess.
I'll also there'll be a post with show notes on the blog that'll come with this, so I'll make sure to get links out to all your sites and everything, so people can get out there and follow you. Hopefully your social networks are building strong for you and starting to generate a little bit of buzz for you. That seems to it's definitely not a strong place for me, so ours is definitely taking some time to grow. I hope you're having better luck.
I don't think I've used Twitter before I started the business. It's been interesting to see how to use it. So
yeah. All right. Well, I'd like to thank you for being our first interviewed guest on the photoboothOwners.com Netcast, and wish you the best of luck in business, and look forward to seeing you more on the forums, and hopefully hear from you in some of the blog posts.
Okay. Well, thank you. Appreciate it.